If eating with a ridiculously large Bowie knife doesn't make it obvious that I'm just some guy on YouTube, I don't know what will. But keep in mind, when you're following my advice about fasting, I am just some guy on YouTube. I am not a doctor or a specialist of any kind. I'm just somebody who has found a much healthier way to live. And I'm loving the way my body is reacting to it. And when I see things like this that I find interesting, I'm going to share it with you. Now, the article does say that you need to do fasting under medical supervision. So keep that in mind as well. Couple of New York strip steaks. So normally I'm all about just talking about the carnivore style living, but today I'm going to talk to you about something that's a little bit different than the normal carnivore style, because I've started to incorporate also into my lion diet lifestyle is intermittent fasting. I try to get my meals to within 8 hours of each other every day, sometimes less, because the longer you can fast between the last meal of the day and the first meal of the next day puts your body into autophagy, which I have found out is good for cellular growth. And I saw a recent article that pointed out that it's even better for something else. And now that I've done up to a 4-day fast, I know that I'm on track with something that really might make a difference for your health here. Let me tell you about it. There was this article in the Epic Times that came out, says autophagy heals damage from spike protein, doctor says. It's a good thing that your cells eat themselves. Let's see about that. So maybe you've never heard the word autophagy before, or maybe you've been wondering for years what it means. Autophagy, also called autophagocytosis, refers to a cellular process in which cellular biology has sparked interest in recent years because of its implications for medical science and human health. Auto means self in Greek. Phagi means to eat or to devour, so autophagy is the act of eating oneself, and this is exactly what cells do to keep healthy, especially when they're starving. Each cell has organelles, cellular organs, called lysosomes that function like a stomach. They digest and break down cellular waste and invading viruses and bacteria. Different forms of autophagy make use of lysosome digestive enzymes to break down cellular components at different scales. At a crucial level, autophagy allows for the orderly recycling of cellular components, turning them into building blocks for future cells. Alright, so it goes into a lot of information about autophagy here, and I want to skip down to this part because the whole article goes into a lot of detail, and you can see it at our Facebook group, Ferrigno Freedom Facebook group. If you're interested in joining our group, you can come in, and I've got it posted there on the Facebook group page. But I'm going to skip down here. It's actually got a section that's very interesting called autophagy versus cancer that you'd be interested in as well. But the one where it talks about autophagy versus the spike proteins, it really goes into some amazing detail on how that hunger jumpstarts a healing. Let me see here. Fasting, Dr. Ely claimed, can help reverse damage caused by COVID-19 vaccines and other toxic exposures. So, you know, when it comes down to that spike protein, that's one of the things that my wife and I, we realize that whether you got the vaccine or not, if you've had a case of COVID, then you've run into the spike protein. And from all the things I've been able to hear, that thing tends to hang around. Well, if autophagy is a way of getting that out of your system by clearing those cells that are damaged by that, it might give taking another look at fasting a real high importance right now. Hopefully YouTube won't stop me from sharing this. I mean, it's one of those things where if you talk about anything to do with the vaccines or COVID or anything like that, you run the risk of getting the video blocked or even the channel banned. But I'm just saying what the article said. I was a little concerned about it, but now that I know I've done some good fasting, I'm a little less concerned. I'm looking forward to doing another fast soon anyway. So this will really help in those moments when you're thinking about those hunger pains, when you want to have some of that delicious steak, when you're like, nope, I want to let my body do its thing and get that healing process going. It's worth taking a look at. But check out the article. Like I said, it's by the Epic Times, and it was called Autophagy Heals Damage from Spike Protein, Doctor Says. Pretty strong stuff. Talk to you next time. Got that? Get what I'm saying, right? Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?